Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a 1 month review of the iPhone SE 2020. This is going to be a chill review from the perspective of an ordinary user that upgraded from the original SE, so I will mainly talk about my personal experiences of using this phone. I will talk about the positive points of the phone and then negative aspects. Finally, I'll talk about some other points that wasn't an issue for me personally, but may become a problem for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this useful, and without further ado, let's get started. I have mainly 4 things that I found nice on my iPhone SE 2020. The first one is the faster processor. This phone has an A13 Bionic chip, and coming from the A9 chip of the original SE, the difference was noticeable. What this means is that all the actions on this phone is quick and smooth, so there is much less stress because the lag between wanting to do something and your phone actually doing that is significantly shorter. The second point is the bigger screen. It is better for media consumption like watching videos and reading manga. It also makes it much easier to type. The third point is IC support. It isn't a huge deal, but it is kind of nice to have when I'm commuting. The final point is the better camera. The normal photos are much crisp and vibrant, as you can see. Also, the videos look nicer and there are more options for higher quality videos. This phone also supports portrait mode using the processing power. Although it sometimes blurs out the details mistakenly, it is really cool and nice to have. I have mainly 2 negative points, both related to the size of this phone. The first issue is the fact that it is quite heavy compared to my original SE. My hands get tired after holding it for a while, and it is less convenient to quickly pull out and use outdoors. The second issue is that it is basically unusable with one hand for me. It is difficult and tiring to use this with one hand, so it is not nice when using it while commuting, since I often have a tote in my other hand. These points should be considered if you have small hands or weak arms like me. I'll talk about some other points that wasn't an issue for me personally, but could become a reason for you to not get this phone. The first one is the upcoming iPhone 12 with the size of the original SE. I personally didn't want to spend more than 60,000 yen on a phone, so I didn't bother waiting for the 12 mini. However, if you really care about the small form factor and you can afford it, I suggest waiting for the smaller iPhone 12. The second one is the battery life of this phone. Many tech channels are talking about the battery life as a serious problem, but for me it was not as bad as these tech channels make it to be. I'm used to saving battery from when I've used other phones with less battery capacities. If you're coming from the original SE, I think you will not have a problem. As a conclusion, I would recommend this phone for someone who is using the original iPhone SE. Although it is heavier and bigger compared to the original, SE 2020 is the lightest choice and most budget-friendly amongst the other new iPhones. The faster processor is amazing for basic phone uses like SNS and photo taking. I am very grateful I could make this upgrade and would recommend it for someone like me who is considered to go from an SE to an SE. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in another video. Bye!